when this fire might be fully extinguished. It could be days before they put it out. Lindsay?
Trevor, thank you. We move on now to unprecedented temperatures on a global scale. The Earth reaching its hottest day in recorded history for 3 days in a row. The planet's temperature soaring to an all-time high on Monday. That record lasting just one day until it was beaten on Tuesday, and then tying the record yesterday. The U.S. is reporting record high temperatures as well, from Washington State to Texas to Florida. Heat alerts across the Northeast. Climate change is only amplifying the rising temperatures. Here's ABC senior meteorologist Rob Marciano.
Tonight, 26 million Americans sweltering under searing heat as the planet reaches an alarming milestone. The hottest temperatures ever for a third straight day.
Every year, we're breaking new records. It's a little scary to hear, kind of knowing the threats that type of heat imposes on communities.
Global average temperatures soaring to their highest point since record keeping began.
That means that everybody is essentially at risk when we start to get these very hot days.
Just 2 weeks into summer, every corner of this country is baking.
It's a little too hot out here, like I'm gonna pass out.
In parts of Florida, where it feels closer to 110 degrees, firefighters are busy with heat-related calls.
We've got the brick at about 128 degrees.
Teams in Palm Beach County use this thermal imaging camera to show how quickly surfaces can become dangerous to the skin.
At 130 degrees, you can get a second-degree burn within 1 minute.
These scorching temperatures amplified by climate change. And now we're seeing one of the most dramatic impacts from our warming climate in something called ghost forests. Our Ginger Z showing us one near Cape May, New Jersey.
A ghost forest is one of the most striking images where we can see the climate changing, and rapidly. You know, coastal forests, they sink and then sea level rises naturally, but we've advanced that sea level rise so quickly, especially here in the mid-Atlantic. We are losing forests because the salt water intrudes on the roots here faster and up to 14 times faster than just 150 years ago.
And over the coming decades, hundreds of thousands of acres of forest along the U.S. coastline are set to turn into ghost forests.
It's fascinating to see those images. Rob, climate change making such an impact already across the globe, and we aren't even into the hottest part of summer yet.
Right, I mean, climate change, El Nino, a warming Atlantic, and this is the first week of July. So we've got a long summer to go yet, Lindsay, and we've seen more individual records being broken today across the state of Florida. 97 in Palm Beach, tied a record in Miami again, heat advisories up there, and here in New York and New England. The Southwest, that's where it's really dangerous. Excessive heat warnings are posted. Palm Springs will get back to over 110. Phoenix, you're there for the next 3 days. And we do have a severe weather threat tonight again across parts of the high plains. Eastern Colorado and Wyoming up until 10 o'clock tonight could see some damaging winds with this. And tomorrow, a similar swath will reset the severe weather threat in the afternoon. Lindsay?
Rob, thank you. Now to the escalating tensions between the U.S. and Russia. New images tonight of Russian fighter jets harassing U.S. Reaper drones over Syria for the second day today. Pilots dropping flares in their path, trying to make it difficult for the drones to maneuver. The U.S. condemning Russia's risky actions over an already dangerous part of the world. Here's ABC's Marcus Moore.
For the second straight day, Russian jets harassing U.S. drones in the skies above Syria. Tonight, the Pentagon releasing these rare videos that they say show Russian fighter jets dropping parachute flares in the flight path of these U.S. unmanned Reaper drones as they carry out missions against ISIS. U.S. officials calling the Russians' behavior unprofessional and unsafe.
We call on the Russian forces to cease this type of reckless behavior and to behave like professional airmen.
It comes roughly 24 hours after Russian fighter jets flew in front of a group of U.S. drones, one jet using its afterburner to disrupt one of the drones in flight, a jet dropping parachute flares in the American aircraft's path. U.S. officials say these actions, quote, threaten the safety of both coalition and Russian forces. A similar incident unfolded back in March above the Black Sea, a Russian fighter jet spraying a U.S. drone with fuel and then colliding with its rear propeller. The U.S. ultimately forced to bring down that damaged aircraft.
Lindsay, Russia claims those U.S. drones violated airspace protocols, but tonight U.S. officials are calling those assertions by Russia ridiculous. Lindsay.
Marcus, thank you. Now to the war in Ukraine. Russia launching a massive assault targeting civilians in Lviv, the largest attack on the city since the start of the war. At least 7 people killed, dozens more wounded. President Zelensky vowing revenge, speaking one-on-one with Martha Raddatz. Zelensky admits Ukraine's counteroffensive has been slow going, repeating his need for American F-16 fighter jets. Here's Martha reporting from Ukraine.
The Russian cruise missile struck in the middle of the night, leveling homes, killing at least 7 civilians and injuring dozens more. Air raid sirens giving people just minutes to find shelter in the deadliest attack on Lviv since the start of the war.
We were just about a mile and a half from here when that missile struck that building in this apartment complex. We could hear the powerful blast. You could feel the shock waves.
The attack coming just hours after we left the presidential offices in Kyiv, where we met with Ukraine's President Zelensky, who today vowed, quote, a tangible response to the Lviv attack. Zelensky's forces currently locked in a grinding counteroffensive against well-fortified Russian troops in the south and east.
What is your assessment of how the counteroffensive is going right now?
We all want to do it faster, the president told me. Every day means new losses of Ukrainians.
You still don't have those F-16s, and there are other weapons you want as well. Can you succeed without them?
F-16s or any other equipment that we do need will give us an opportunity to move faster, to save more lives. Zelensky also convinced that Russia might blow up the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, but the UN's nuclear watchdog says they've seen no evidence, although they haven't been allowed full access.
Are you concerned that the Russians might use explosives in the nuclear plant?
Yes, he says, because if they lose even more initiative, they will take steps in order to make the entire world afraid of a global nuclear disaster.
Chilling words there, and Martha Raddatz has made her way to Poland and joins us now from Warsaw tonight. Martha, the White House expected to make a significant announcement about new weapons for Ukraine as early as tomorrow?
Yeah, Lindsay, U.S. officials tell ABC News that the administration is expected to announce it will provide cluster munitions to Ukraine, something President Zelensky has wanted. These are controversial weapons because multiple explosive devices are packed into a shell spread over a wide area, but it is a weapon that the Russians are already using. Lindsay?
Martha, thank you. And you can see Martha's entire interview with President Zelensky Sunday on This Week. Here at home tonight, new developments in the classified documents case against former President Trump. His longtime aide, Walt Nauta, pleading not guilty to conspiracy charges in federal court today. Prosecutors accuse him of helping Donald Trump hide documents from federal agents searching Mar-a-Lago. The former president has already pleaded not guilty to 37 federal charges. Here's ABC's chief White House correspondent, Jonathan Karl.
Mr. Nauta, how are you feeling today?
Today, Walt Nauta, Donald Trump's personal aide and now his co-defendant, showed up in a Miami courthouse and pleaded not guilty to multiple charges related to the former president's alleged mishandling of classified information. Nauta still works for Trump and was most recently seen by his side last week in Philadelphia. According to the indictment from special counsel Jack Smith, after Trump was served with a federal subpoena requiring him to return all classified documents in his possession, Nauta repeatedly moved boxes in and out of a storage room in Mar-a-Lago at Trump's request. The aide is charged with 6 counts, including conspiracy to obstruct justice and making false statements.
Mr. Nauta, anything you'd like to say?
The arraignment had been delayed twice, primarily because Nauta was having troubles hiring a Florida attorney. The attorney who entered the plea for him today, Stanley Woodward, is on the payroll of the Trump super PAC.
It's unclear when this case will go to trial. The judge has set a date of August 14th, but nobody expects that to happen. The Justice Department says they'll be ready to go by December. The Trump team is doing everything possible to delay. As one Trump legal advisor put it, we would like to delay until 2025. In other words, Lindsay, to delay until after the presidential election.
That timeline is so critical, John. Thank you. Now to the epic showdown between Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg, or more specifically, between Twitter and its newest challenger, Threads. Overnight, Facebook's parent company Meta launched a new social media app. More than 30 million people have already signed on. Some are calling it a Twitter killer. Twitter responding today, sending a cease and desist letter. Here's ABC's Ariel Resha.
Tonight, a legal battle brewing less than 24 hours after the launch of the new app Threads. Twitter now threatening to sue Meta, accusing the company of misappropriating Twitter's trade secrets and hiring its ex-employees. Twitter owner Elon Musk tweeting, "Competition is fine, cheating is not." Meta's communications director responding on Threads. No one on the Threads engineering team is a former Twitter employee. That's just not a thing. Threads, already dubbed by some industry insiders as the Twitter killer, threatening to lure away its 330 million active users. Meta co-founder Mark Zuckerberg posting, wow, 30 million signups as of this morning, and that number continuing to climb. Celebrities from Nick Jonas to Kim Kardashian entering the chat.
It is almost an exact clone of Twitter. There's even a little retweet button with the little circular arrows. The biggest difference is that Elon Musk is not the owner of Threads.
You can download Threads and import your bio, your contacts, and verification straight from your Instagram account.
And Lindsay, it's no secret that many have been looking for an alternative since Musk acquired Twitter. And experts point out that Meta has been successful in the past at leveraging its massive user base to take on other social media giants. Lindsay?
We'll see how this all plays out, Ariel. Thank you. A major step forward in the battle against Alzheimer's. Today, the FDA granted full approval of the Alzheimer's drug Leqembi. The drug shows signs of slowing cognitive decline for patients with mild symptoms of the disease. Full FDA approval also means Medicare will help cover the cost of the drug. When we come back, a cruise ship full of passengers hits a pier in an American city, and the company behind the doomed Titan sub makes a critical decision about its future.
Ask your doctor about once weekly.
The doomed Titan sub says it is suspending operations. The company's CEO was among the 5 people who died when the Titan sub imploded last month during a journey to explore the wreckage of the Titanic. The Coast Guard says it has recovered pieces of the Titan and also human remains likely from the mission, which are being examined. When we come back, 2 major jackpots totaling more than $1 billion up for grabs this weekend.
Needles, essential for sewing Bear Bear, but maybe not for people with rheumatoid arthritis, because there are options, like an injection. Xeljanz, a pill, not an injection. Xeljanz is for adults with moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis. It can help relieve joint pain and swelling, stiffness, and help stop further joint damage. Some saw improvement within 2 weeks. Xeljanz helps some feel SRA fatigue. Xeljanz can lower your ability to fight infections. Before and during treatment, your doctor should check for infections like TB and do blood tests. Tell your doctor if you've had hepatitis B or C, have flu-like symptoms, or are prone to infections. Serious, sometimes fatal infections, cancers including lymphoma and lung cancer, blood clots, and serious heart-related events have happened. People 50 and older with heart disease risk factors had an increased risk of death. Tears in the stomach or intestines and serious allergic reactions have happened. Needles. Your doctor about Xeljanz.
What if your entire day glided like Dove Men? It's made with a plant-based moisturizer and glides on without irritation. So you can glide through your entire day with confidence. Feel the Dove Men glide.
Strong enamel is your best defense against acid erosion and cavities. That's why I recommend the new Pronamel Active Shield, because it will strengthen your enamel and create that shield around it. I'm excited for this product. I think patients are really going to like it.
Did you know you can save with GoodRx, even if you have insurance?
You know, I thought my prescription was covered until it wasn't, but GoodRx helps with that.
I work for myself, so I buy my own insurance. And I still check GoodRx.
I'm on Medicare. I check GoodRx because I can beat my copay. Who wouldn't like that?
Even if you have insurance, GoodRx can help you save.
Okay, we'll see you next time.
Another good reason to check GoodRx.
My A1C was up here. Now it's down with Rybelsus. His A1C?
It's down with Rybelsus.
My doctor told me Rybelsus lowered A1C better than a leading branded pill.
And that people taking Rybelsus lost more weight. I got to my A1C goal and lost some weight too.
Rybelsus isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't take Rybelsus if you or your family ever had medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2 or if allergic to it. Stop Rybelsus and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or an allergic reaction. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Gallbladder problems may occur. Tell your provider about vision problems or changes. Taking Rybelsus with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases low blood sugar risk. Side effects like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea may lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
Need to get your A1C down?
You may pay as little as $10 per prescription.
To the index now, and more than $1 billion is up for grabs in the growing Powerball and Mega Millions jackpots. No one matched the numbers in the drawings earlier this week. The next Mega Millions drawing, which boasts a jackpot now at $427 million, is tomorrow. And the Powerball drawing, with a jackpot currently at $590 million, is on Saturday. When we come back, an author thought his book was a flop, then one new reader turned it into an overnight success.
For COPD, better breathing, symptom improvement, and helps prevent flare-ups.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
If you have COPD, ask your doctor about Breztri.
With Golo, I've lost 13 inches in my waist. They're out of here. You eat normal food. You're not eating diet food. I'm doing something good for me, finally.
Go to Golo.com to lose weight and get healthier.
I was told my small business wouldn't qualify for an ERC tax refund.
You should get a second opinion from Innovation Refunds at no upfront cost. Sometimes you need a second opinion. All these walls gotta go. I'd love a second opinion. Take the first step to see if your small business qualifies.
If you're 50 or over, you can be taking advantage of everything AARP has to offer right now. Join AARP for $12 for 1 year, and your second membership is free. Get instant access to discounts on everyday purchases, eye care and prescriptions, and tools and tips to help manage your money and maximize your health. Plus, AARP fights to protect your Social Security, Medicare, and more. Join and get an insulated trunk organizer free, plus AARP the magazine. Call or go to yesaarp.org now.
Hey, and one more. I think we got it.
Yeah, let's focus on the RV.
RV?
Okay, everybody look at the RV and smile.
This is what you want for your family portrait?
Good point. We bundled the boat with our home and auto first. Hey, team, get on in here.
Team? Oh. Fun.
Now everyone say 24/7 financial protection with Progressive.
24/7
financial protection with Progressive.
Okay, let's get some singles and me on the bike.
Yeah.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it. I take one.
Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adult yoga, too. The sudden worst. A rare Jardiance and ketoacidosis or an allergic reaction, and don't take it if you're on dialysis. Taking Jardiance with the sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Be the very first star from the new season of Dancing with the Stars revealed. Tomorrow on GMA, see who it is as it's revealed live. So, who will it be? Tomorrow morning, watch Good Morning America.
Finally tonight, the man who wanted to try his hand at writing and the one customer who turned his new book into a bestseller overnight.
Sean Warner is a first-time author.
finally fulfilling a childhood dream.
Every time I sign a book, it's almost like I cannot believe I'm getting to do this.
His debut book for young adults was published last November.
Lee Howard and the Ghosts of Simmons Pierce Manor.
Last Saturday, at what was supposed to be a book signing, he sat alone at a folding table in a local store in Arlington, Texas, surrounded only by piles of his book, which he'd hoped to sell. A customer noticed Sean sitting there dejected and later circled back with an idea, asking for permission to start filming with his phone.
What made you want to do murder mysteries? Oh, I just always loved mysteries. Grow up reading them. I do a little bit of TikTok in my notes, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get a second one. I'm going to gift it on there and see if we can get you a little bit of love on there. Oh, okay. I won't say no.
That customer then posted the video on TikTok.
Here's a fellow neighbor that's just struggling, and I just wanted to help him out.
In just a matter of days, the video went viral with more than 16 million views.
We all appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. I can barely open the app without it freezing and crashing because it's getting so much love.
Many of those views turned into buys. Sean's book rocketed to #1.
To be nice to some guy sitting alone selling books. And the generosity that poured out of that is just amazing.
A happy ending after all.
You know, I get choked up easy. Saturday, I don't think 12 people knew my name. Now I'm getting love from Bulgaria. They gave me a chance, and that's just beautiful.
Perhaps we'll get a few more readers tonight. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Lindsay Davis. Hope to see you right back here tomorrow. For David and all of us here, good night.
Thank you for making World News Tonight with David Muir.